episode of the T Media Show. I'm the T. So, this is my second video at Zack Snyder's Justice League. I made a video the day after it premiered last Thursday. So that Friday I made a video and I deleted it. I wanted to watch it one more time before I did a review. So, I'm going to give my thoughts on it. It may be kind of lengthy. So, for those who are watching and you watch the whole thing, I really appreciate that. For those who don't, I understand. But if you do watch this and you like it, give me that thumbs up, share it, comment, all that jazz, okay? So I'm going to try not to make this a really lengthy video because I know this is a lengthy film, okay? So anyhow, I just want to start off by saying that no matter what I was saying about Zack Snyder before, about how he did his DC movies, how he did the characters, I do want to say that I am happy for him, that he gets to show his full vision. And you can tell this is his full vision. Even though I had a lot of issues, I can't even really say issues, even though I had disagreements with Zack Snyder's his rabid fans, I am happy for them too. I'm actually happy that there is another comic book movie out there. And I'm happy that I got to see this. So, my only issue really with this film, okay, is that it's too long. Okay? And another thing that's not really an issue, but I feel like it needs to be stated. I feel that that a lot of people owe Joss Whedon an apology. And I'm a fan of Joss Whedon. You know, what a person does in their personal life is none of my business. What happens on the set is none of my business. But I am a fan of his work. And I want to say that a lot of people were saying that he reshot X amount of the film. And as you see this film, you see that he did. Warner Brothers told him to make it from 2 hours. He did. And he took out a lot of stuff. He took out a lot of stuff that would make this movie even longer. But a lot of Zack's scenes are in this film. Some may have been reshot so it looks slightly different. Some dialogue may change. You know, Josh, he had comedy, and this film has some comedy in it. But Josh's films, they tend to have a lot of comedy in it. Sometimes they seem like awkward comedy. The comedy in this seems awkward, but it's weird. It's awkward, but it also fits. Josh movie had better choice in music. I believe he had a better opening too. Now Zack's opening in this made sense, but I just felt that Josh's opening was a lot better. With the Superman. Say what you want to say about the mustache, but I still liked it. Again, the music choice in both these films were weird. I mean, not both these films. Besides Zack's film, it's weird. I don't know. There's a lot that just didn't fit. Okay. Again, I'm rambling on because I really do want to make this a short video. Okay, so I would like to talk about Ray Fisher's Cyborg. Again, what happens on set is what happens on set. Now, even though I just said that, I do want to say something. I don't feel as if the cast and crew gave Josh the warm welcome that he deserved. Okay, the man made two films that made over $1 billion in the Avengers movies. Okay, like he is a known legend. But I feel that they was comfortable and they love Zack Snyder. And they love what he did with the film. I mean, some of them did. And I think Ray's main thing was that a lot of his stuff got cut out. That's what I think. And I don't think it was Ray's thing. Speaking as a black man who loves black love and stands up for his black people, I don't think it was a race thing. I think he was just upset that his stuff got cut out. That's what I really think. But again, Josh was mandated to make the film 2 hours, and a lot of cyborg stuff, which is good. I will say that it's good, but a lot of cyborg stuff, everything connected to cyborg, got trimmed, and in order to make that 2 hours, it had to go. But I did enjoy the cyborg stuff. You know, the stuff when he was what cyborg started. Victor Stone, him playing football, him still a genius, helping a girl with her grades, giving the woman money. It's just his interaction with the team. It felt good, you know. So I see why he was upset. But again, I think he's mad at the wrong person, or was mad at the wrong person. Just my opinion on it. The Flash. Okay, so in the last from the Flash, and the Josh Whedon cut, the Flash, I felt was just really, really, it was kind of annoying, kind of corny. And this one, he's slightly less annoying and corny, but he's pretty much the same. So Josh didn't change too much of him. That opening scene with him and saving Iris, we know that's supposed to be Iris. I don't think they mentioned her name, but saving Iris was just, it was kind of unnecessary. Now I understand they wanted to show us his powers and everything, his Peter Parker moment, if you will. And I mean, it looked cool, but I don't think it was necessary. I think that scene would have been great in his origin film. And I think that was one of the major problems with this series, or what they thought. I think they should have had individual movies leading up. I think that was a way for us to care more if you had these individual films. You know, you have a Superman movie, a Batman man, or a Superman movie, then a Batman and Superman movie, and then you got 3 Justice League movies. There's no, and they probably will be long. There's no way for us to really care, you know. At least in my opinion, that's how I think that would have came across, you know. But I thought the Flash was cool. I thought his powers was cool. I thought the way that the whole time traveling thing, the science behind it, I thought all of that was great, you know. And he showing this the 4-hour film, the way he interacted with his dad and everything, it made me care more about the Flash this time around, you know. So I thought that was great. Batman, Ben Affleck, Bruce Wayne. Okay, so cool. Like, I didn't like Batman and Batman vs Superman. I didn't like it so much that I never wanted to see Ben Affleck as Batman again. I know a lot of people liked it. I know some people who didn't like it. I know people who did not, who could not stand it. I guess Zack had a plan to chill Batman out, because he did chill Batman out. Batman's a badass, killing the aliens and what have you in this. But I like him now. I like him so much now, but I wouldn't mind seeing a Ben Affleck Batman movie. I wouldn't mind that at all. Truthfully, I wouldn't mind it, because I would sit there and I would watch it. I don't know, we got a couple of Batman projects coming out here with Robert Pattinson and everything like that, but I wouldn't mind seeing a Ben Affleck Batman now, because I feel like he fixed a lot of the problems that was inside Batman vs Superman. Him being Zack Snyder. You know, I did like what Josh did in the beginning of his version, with Batman tracking down the Parademon and using fear, but Josh had Batman cracking jokes like he's Tony Stark, and that's not Batman. Okay, that's not Batman. Aquaman. Aquaman is cool still, but I just feel that I think Josh was trying to make Aquaman too cool. The whole the drinking, okay, the drinking all the time, the talk and all that shit like that. It was a bit much. You know, I mean, he swims, so he's gonna take his shirt off, but there's a lot of that. Yeah, it's a lot of that going on. It just seems like he was trying to make him too cool. And Jason did it well. It's just that I don't know. I guess that's what a solo film would be for it, which they do have. Which they do have. And I actually like the Aquaman solo film. I really do. Like, it's high on the DCE film chart for me, you know. But Aquaman was cool. You know, I think I think this one was kind of like based off the one that was going on in the 90s, just with a more modern take, you know. By 90s, I mean the 90 comic books. So I thought that he was cool. The stuff with him and Mira and his other peoples in the water. Oh, I love the way he talked under the water this time too with the bubble. Oh man, that was awesome. So Wonder Woman and the Amazonians. Amazonians. Anyhow, so look, those Amazonian scenes were basically the same from the last film. Some changes here and there, just some changes, but it's basically the same stuff. The story is basically the same. Seriously, sure, it really is. Wonder Woman is awesome. Oh my god, like the way she rescued those kids and in the museum and took out the bomb people. Like, yeah, I know she killed them. And this one I can understand because like he was ready to shoot up those kids. She had to do what she had to do, get rid of the bomb, take care of him, all that stuff. She had to do what she had to do. And let's not forget that she is an Amazonian woman, Amazonian warrior, just like her sisters. And speaking of them, there was a lot of craziness online saying how beforehand how Josh was like, oh, he's sexualizing the Amazons and everything. Okay, there is some flexing with these girls. Like they got muscles, they showing skin and all that. They're doing all that stuff. That was inside Josh's film also. And this is Zack's film. And another thing too is I don't know if the people want to do history or not, but that's how Amazons are always displayed as warriors, as sex symbols, from the early comics to the recent comics, even in some animated films, they are displayed that way. And I, I don't see a problem with that. Like seriously, I really don't. You know, I'm not on no pervy level, but I'm just saying it is what it is on that joint. But to say that Josh was like, yo, this is gonna be like this, we're gonna grease these girls up and blah 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 blah. Same thing. Same thing. Except these women, Zack's women just did more fighting. And you know, they just did real man, they was crazy. I would like to see a film about them, to tell you the truth though. I would like to see a movie about them. We'll get down to okay, Steppenwolf and Darkseid. Alright. Steppenwolf plan is the same as the other film. It's more he's more doing it for Darkseid this time to get in good graces with Darkseid again. Last one he when he kept kind of the Motherbox mother and stuff. I mean, obviously he was the mini boss before the mini boss in each film, you know. I mean, he was a typical bad guy. He still looked like shit to me. He really did look like shit, you know. Darkseid looked like shit too. Yeah, truthfully, he did. Well, to me, he looked like shit. But I thought Steppenwolf. I just thought that he was okay, you know, as their first bad guy they had to take care of. I thought that he was just okay, you know. I figured, truthfully, they probably could have just handed him without the help of Superman. They really could have. You know, I don't know who voice acted him or whatever like that, but his voice was not doing it for me either. Like, it's just, I wasn't caring for that song, you know. But his death by the hands of Wonder Woman and Aquaman and Superman. Now here we go. We're going with Superman. Okay. Now, Superman's one of my favorite superheroes. He's one of the first comic books I read, one of the first superheroes I grew up on. I love Superman. And like I said, I did not like what was being done to him in Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman. Like, he got killed in the second film, his second appearance. Anyway, they brought back Superman the same way. I don't like how they brought him back, but they brought him back nonetheless. He's in his black suit, and the black suit is different than it is inside a comic book. It's just him wearing black instead of like help restoring his powers. Just a costume choice in this matter. So, like he came back awesome, came back strong. Like he came out with the super breath and the super strength. Yo, he was just so good. He was just he was so good as Superman when he came back. When he came back and he beat up the Justice League and meeting up with Lois and his mom. Speaking of Lois, mom. I mean not Lois and his mom. I'm saying things all wrong, but I'm not going to edit this. His mom met up with Lois, and she was really Martian Manhunter, and I thought that was the stupidest thing. I've heard rumors about the Martian Manhunter being in the film. First of all, he looked terrible too. He looked like some sort of frogfish. Like he looked like something from Xbox 360. Like seriously, I don't. The way he moved, his mouth and everything else like that. But the scene itself was like, she gave Lois this heartfelt. Uh, she had this heartfelt conversation with Lois, and basically move on with your life and go back to work. And then when we find out there's Martian Manhunter, I'm like, why the hell is she saying that to him? Why is she saying that to her? Like, like, what was the point of that? And then transform back to the general, which makes me think where was the general at when Doomsday was beating the hell out of the Trinity? What about all the stuff that was going on with Zod? I don't know. Maybe Zack decided that the general was Martian Manhunter after hearing his voice. I don't know. It's dumb. It's dumb. It was dumb, but the Superman stuff was great. You know, he still was in Clark Kent costume when he went back to Metropolis and opened up his jacket, just like he was inside the other version of the film. So, like, is he back as Clark Kent? Like, that's all I explained it to do. You know, I don't know how they're gonna pull that off if they make a sequel to this. I don't know if they will or not, but after watching this film, I kind of want a sequel to this world. And before I didn't. I'm like, I had enough of Zack's nonsense. But now I do, you know. Now to the end credits. Okay, so the scene where Deathstroke meets Lex Luthor, and I thought that the one on the other film was better. When he was like, we can make a leave her alone, setting up the Legion of Doom. I thought that was a lot better than, okay, Batman is Bruce Wayne. Obviously, that was setting up a solo Batman flick or just something inside of Justice League movies. But I didn't like that. I really don't like that people identities are out there. I hate that. That's my problem with the MCU. Like, no one has secret identities. And I guess, it's a modern world, so anyone can figure out anyone. I don't believe that's true. I really don't. I think just people just trying to be different now. Secret identities are out. Okay, so it's basically the same scene, just different dialogue. Just different dialogue, I like the scene in the other film when it was Superman versus the Flash in a race, just like it was in the comic books. I thought that was great. And that's not inside here. The scene afterwards, which is the nightmare. No, not the nightmare scene. Before the nightmare. No, the nightmare scene is first. That's right. So nightmare scene. Listen, I don't like any of that nightmare stuff. There's a couple of nightmare visions inside this film too, but this one right here, I don't like the nightmare stuff. Once again, you're making Superman into this bad guy when he was barely a hero in the other two films. It's time to make him a superhero. Now, I know all that stuff that happened in the Injustice comics. I think there's a comics and video games. There's a Suicide Squad game coming out, and Superman's once again the bad guy. It just happens too much. I don't know what the obsession is with this. I don't like it. I don't care for it. But there's Batman in this who's cursing up a storm. Mera, who's in a desert when she should be dying because she's water based. I believe that's Cyborg and Flash. And they're in a desert, and I guess Superman is approaching. Which I don't understand. If you guys are in a desert, why y'all have time to chit chat? Superman is coming. I mean, he's coming to get y'all. And also inside here, we have. Oh, your dark side. I'm the dark side. Deathstroke's in it too. Also inside this, we have the Joker. The Joker from the Suicide Squad movies. Played by Leto. And he seems worse. He seems worse than he was inside the other film. The long hair, the smeared lipstick, or whatever's going on his lips, and the pale skin. Even though they got rid of the tattoos, which was stupid, he just looks terrible to me. His voice is awful, and that godforsaken laugh. I don't know what the hell that was, but it was corny. What he said out of his mouth was corny. It seems so fake and forced. It was not entertaining. It was not entertaining to me, and they could have done without that. They could do without his Joker altogether, in my opinion. You know, I'd rather have been a future version of Harley Quinn, or a future version of the Scarecrow, or anybody else, but not him. Not that Joker, or no Joker at all. And the final post-credit scene was after Batman wakes up. Bad CGI Martian Manhunter visits Batman at Wayne Manor, or wherever he's at, and they had this conversation, and he's like, "Yeah, because I'm gonna be there for you next time," when he should have been around before. Like, nigga, where was you at before? Like, we needed you. Where was you at? And but he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna be around next time," and he just looks terrible. He just looks awful, and I'm not a Martian Manhunter fan. I never enjoyed his character. He just seems like a corny version of Superman who can teleport and read minds, in my opinion. I like the fact he turns to a black man. I do love that. You know, in the comic books, he turns to a black detective or a black cop, and this one he's a black army person. You know, general, and I like that. But I'd rather have been the Green Lantern. Truthfully, I wish it was a Green Lantern. But putting a pin in this, I give the movie 3 out of 5 stars. It's a good film. It's better than the one we saw originally, but it's also 4 hours, so that's probably why it's better. Some stuff are more clear and more understandable. The special effects are a little bit cleaner. Again, the film is 4 hours, so that's why. It has its problems, but the good outweighs the bad, and I like it, and I'm going to watch it again, and I hope that they do continue with this series. I don't know if Zack would do it, but keep the same actors and same story, somewhat of the same stories. I don't need that nightmare stuff. I don't need it, but keep that. Anyway, if you like this video, which is long, if you like this video, leave a like and comment, and talk to you later.